Ahoy everyone and welcome back once again to I Like Watches. Timex recently released a very affordable watch with more than just a dash of Omega Seamaster in it. Having said that, it does look a little bit like they just sort of gave up halfway through. Now, while I show you some pretty pictures of the watch that I'm talking about, I want to read you a little bit of their promotional material from their website, because it made me giggle a little bit. This sophisticated update to our standard three-hand brings together classic elements with modern materials that emphasize a military-inspired look. Now, when they say modern materials, do you think they're referring to the low lead brass plated case? That's probably what they're talking about. So yeah, sadly, it doesn't have a stainless steel case. It then goes on to read, from the unique shape of the hands to a black emboldened and embellished, partially Arabic dial. Unique shape of the hands? Unique. Is that a word you would use to describe the shape of these hands? I don't think so. Anyway, they wrap it up by saying the standard three-hand hints at history once more with its traditional oversized onion crown, a nod to our early 1900s pocket watch. And actually, that is the reality with this watch. We look at this watch and we see Omega Seamaster. There is a very, very strong resemblance, but the fact of the matter is Omega would have been inspired by watches from the past, and actually this watch has come together taking inspiration from many, many different watches from different stages of the past. So yeah, it's not really a half-baked Omega Seamaster homage. It is, well, it's not really original or unusual or unique, is it? But yeah, I don't think they're paying homage to one particular watch. I got to say though, I'm a little bit disappointed that the case is a plated case, but for £80 from a brand like Timex, what can we expect? And of course, the movement is going to be equally disappointing. It is, of course, a cheap quartz movement. The hand is sometimes hitting or close to hitting the markers. Sometimes it's way off. There's lots of looseness in that second hand. So yeah, when you handle this watch, it doesn't feel like a quality watch, although I've got to say, actually, the strap is nice. And actually, I do like the way this thing looks. That's why I bought it. There'll be some people watching this saying, this guy just buys Timex watches to bash. That is not the case. I've been very complimentary about Timex watches in the past, and they've been bashed when they deserve to be bashed. But this one, actually, I like. Massive dial on it, very simple case. Yeah, I don't like the case. I certainly don't like the lugs. The oversized crown is, yeah, easy to operate, but it's a quartz watch, so you're never really going to need to operate it. And something I do like is the fact that they've colour matched the stitching on the strap to the markers on the dial and also the loom on the hands. It's that sort of beigey, browny, earthy colour. So that's a nice little touch, isn't it? They've also matched the finishing on the case with the finishing on the buckle. The buckle is signed. I have to say the strap is nice. It is a nice strap. The top surface is a sort of woven nylon surface, and yeah, the underneath is almost certainly, well, it says genuine leather, so it will be genuine leather underneath, the part that touches your wrist, which is important. 50 meters of water resistance, that's all it needs. It's a snap-on case back with a pull-push crown. If you flip it over, there's a few specifications on the back. Quick release spring bars, nice touch, and yeah, 20mm lugs, so you can put this watch on other straps. And it is, of course, a Timex, so yeah, may not be my favourite brand, but they have a strong following. It's not a sort of cheap Chinese AliExpress brand. There's some proper history and heritage to this brand, so yeah, I can see why this watch is going to appeal to a number of people, and when you factor in the price, £80 for a high street global brand watch, it's actually very affordable, isn't it? Very affordable. And I've had a proper close look at the dial and the hands, and actually it all looks to be very nicely done. Yeah, I'm not seeing any dust or debris or DNA underneath the crystal or on the dial. The hands seem to be beautifully bright. They're a sort of reflective, polished finish, although the second hand is a different finish. It's a sort of matte, almost gunmetal grey colour. But yeah, they're nicely cut, the hour and the minute hands, nice and crisp, so I'm not actually bashing this watch too badly. I think they've overreached a little bit in their description online, yeah, in their sort of marketing material, but that is, at the end of the day, what marketing departments do, isn't it? Now I'm going to wrap it up by showing you the lume on this watch. You've got some lume on the hands. It looks like there should be some lume on the dial. There isn't, but this watch does have a little party trick. If you press in this crown, the dial lights up. How cool is that? Yeah, I like that. Nice touch, Timex.